Okay, now you see exercise number 10. The question is, what rate per cent per annum compounded quarterly? What rate per cent per annum? They asked to calculate rate of interest per annum. They asked to calculate rate of interest per annum. Per annum means 1 year. What is the rate of interest for 1 year? Compounded quarterly. You have to make it compounded quarterly means you calculate interest quarterly. Compounded quarterly means you calculate interest quarterly. Okay. So as per this problem, you have to take the rate of interest, annual rate of interest. Annual rate of interest. Then that annual rate of interest is divided by number of quarters in a year. How many quarters are there in a year? I think there are 4 quarters in a year. There are 4 quarters in a year. So annual rate of interest is to be divided by 4. And number of years is to be multiplied by number of quarters. Number of quarters. Number of years is multiplied by number of quarters. Rate is divided by number of quarters. And apply the equation and calculate the rate. Okay, then that rate would be equivalent, that must be equal to 8% per annum. If you calculate 8% compound interest per annum, 8% rate of interest per annum compounded half yearly. Okay, whatever the amount you calculate in the first step, that amount should equal to amount calculated at 8% per annum. At 8% per annum, but calculation is half yearly. Calculation must be half yearly. Therefore, first we calculate the amount on rupees 100. We calculate an amount first we calculate amount on rupees 100 for 1 year. We calculate amount on rupee 100 principal for 1 year at 8% per annum. At 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. Rate of interest is to be calculated half yearly. If you calculate half yearly, then whatever amount you calculate, this amount must be equal. This amount must be equal at a certain rate of interest per annum, compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly. So in this case you have to calculate interest for twice. One is quarterly, another is half yearly. One is quarterly, another is half yearly on a certain sum. On a certain sum for 1 year. For 1 year. For 1 year. And both must be same. Both must be same. That is called as equivalent. That is called equivalent. Okay. So first we calculate the second question. Second question is 8% per annum is the rate of interest. 8% is the rate of interest. 8% is the rate of interest, and you calculate interest compounded half yearly. Okay. So you see here, suppose let 100 be the principal. Let us consider 100 is the principal. Then you calculate amount. Amount is not given the problem. You calculate amount. Amount you calculate. Then rate of interest is 8%. You see here, rate is 8. Then half years. Half years are, there are 2 half years in a year. In a year, there are 2 half years. So you divide by 2. So converted rate is 4%. 4% for half year. 4% for half year. Then N you calculate. N is equal to 1 year. In 1 year, there are 2 half years. Therefore, multiply by 2. So N is equal to 2. Now you apply the equation. Calculation of compound interest. A is equal to 1 plus R P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to N. This is equation. You fill in this equation 100 in the bracket 1 plus R by 1 plus 4 by 100 raised to 2. Here N is only 1 year, but in 1 year there are 2 half years. 2 half years. Therefore N is 2. Sariya N bitu half yearly calculate madandra rate na ಎಷ್ಟು half year ವರ್ಷದಾಗತ್ಲೆ divide ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲೇನೆ n ಕ ಗುಣಾಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಗುಣಾಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು now the amount is equal to 100 into LCM is 100 plus 4 divided by 100 is to 2 so 100 into 104 divided by 100 is to 2 is equal to 100 into 1.4 raised to 2. Here I will not apply the log. In the logarithm table, we cover only 4 digit. And the answer in this problem is more than 5 numbers. Therefore, fraction answer is there. More than 5 numbers. Therefore, it is not possible to get exact answer by application of log. It is not possible to get the exact answer by application of log. Therefore, I will apply the calculator. I will apply the calculator here. Okay. So A is equal to 100 into 1.0816. 1.0816. Remember this. 1.04 raised to 2. 1.04 raised to 2 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ 1.0816 ನೀವು ಲಾಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ 4 ನಂಬರ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ 4 ನಂಬರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಲಾಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿನಿ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ A is equal to 1.08 1.0816 is the answer. This is the exact amount for 1 year. At the rate of 8%, if you calculate interest half yearly, sorry, it is 108.16. 108.16. Okay. $108.16 is the amount. So this is the amount. This amount must be equal 1 year amount. This must equal if you calculate interest quarterly. If you calculate interest quarterly. If you calculate interest half yearly. This is the amount. Okay. The same amount you should get. the same amount you should get if you calculate quarterly. If you calculate quarterly, then what is that rate of interest? Question is, if you calculate interest quarterly on rupees 100, that amount must equal to 108.16. Then what is the rate of interest you have to apply? This is the question asked. Therefore, now I will take principal as 100, the same principal 100. Then amount required is 108.16 to make it equal. To make it equal, amount required is 108.16. Okay. Then R is question mark. N is 1 into 4 into is equal to 4. N value. N is 1 year. In 1 year, there are 4 quarters. In 1 year, there are 4 quarters, and 1 into 4 is equal to 4n. N value is 4. Then annual rate of interest is R. That is to be divided by 4. If you divide by 4 here, it will create problem to solve it. You will face problem. Therefore, I will take R as R. After getting the answer, I will get the R, real R. Okay, real R value. So you apply the equation. A value is 108.16. P value is 100. In the bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to, it is 4, not 2. $108.16 is the amount, 100 is the principal, 1 plus R by 100 raised to 4. R is unknown. Okay. So you apply this, solve this. 108.16 divided by 100. This 100 goes to that side and it will fix in the denominator. 108.16 divided by 100 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 is to 4. Okay. Then you take this 4 this side. You take this 4 this side, that comes in the root place. That comes in the root place. So 104 1.08.6 16 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 is to 4. If you take this 4 this side, that this comes in the root place. 4 root 1.0816 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. Okay. If you take the value of this in your calculator, its value is 1.0198. 1.0198. Okay, is equal to 1 plus R by 100. So then the next step, you take number 1 from this side, left hand side. So 1.0198 minus 1 is equal to R by 100. R by 100. If you deduct it, your answer is 0.0198 into 100. You take this 100 this side. Okay, 0.0198 into 100 is equal to R. Is equal to R. Therefore, R is equal to 1.98. 1.98 is the quarterly rate. This 1.8, 1.8, it is the quarterly rate. 1.8 is the quarterly rate. You remember this. This is R. 1.98 is the quarterly rate because we calculated interest quarterly. Per quarter rate is 1.8. Per quarter rate is 1.8, and this R is calculated by dividing annual rate. Annual rate is divided by number of quarters. Therefore, it is quarterly rate. Per quarter, 1.98 is the interest. Per quarter, 1.98 is the interest. In a year, there are 4 quarters. In a year, there are 4 quarters. Therefore, you multiply by 4. Multiply by 4. Okay. Therefore, annual rate is equal to 1.98 into 4. Number of quarters you multiply. Therefore, annual rate of interest is 7.92. 7.92 is the annual rate of interest. If 7.92 is the annual rate of interest, and if you calculate interest quarterly, that will amount 108.16. Remember this. Okay. This is the solution. Clear? This is problem number 10. Repeatedly you solve the problem, then you will be perfect. Otherwise, the commercial arithmetic is a gambling subject. Remember this. Okay. Now you see the example number 11. You see the example number 11, exercise number 11. Two sum of monies differing by 2000 are loaned out. There are two sum. Two sum means two principals. Two principals are there. There are two principals. Two sum means two principal of money. The difference between these principal is 2000. The difference between the principal is 2000. There are two principals. The difference between the two principal is 2000. Are loaned out. Okay. The larger at 4%. The larger principal at 4% and smaller at 6%. Okay. Smaller at 6% per annum. And if the difference between the amount, if you calculate the amount and take the difference, if you calculate the amount on each principal, if you calculate amount on each principal and take the difference at the end of 2 years, at the end of 2 years, the difference is 1840. The difference is 1840. Okay, 1840 is the difference. Then the question is find the sum let out. Find the sum let at each rate. Find the sum means principal. You have to calculate principal. Okay, you have to calculate principal P. Okay. Now you see here, there are two principals. Here the principal allow. After the difference, yes, it is 2008. One nedika, yerdedika. It will code one principal on that sauridra. First principal hat sauridra, second principal yet rebeku. Yard principal the difference hat yard saw difference in the one the hat sauridra inundator beku. Son principal hat sauridra, dot principal yesterday. Suppose the smaller principal is 10,000. What is the principal of the larger? No, you will not talk. I'll do my duty. Let us consider X is the smaller sum. Let us consider X is the smaller sum B rupees X. Smaller sum I'll consider as X. Smaller sum I'll consider X, then the larger sum. Therefore, the larger sum is equal to the smaller sum B rupees X. Rate of interest on the smaller sum is 6%. And period of investment is loaned out for 2 years. N is 2 years. Then you calculate the larger sum. Smaller sum is X. What is larger sum? Anyone tell me if you are able to answer it. Smaller sum I considered x. What is the larger sum? The difference must be 2000. Are you able to answer or not able to answer? Smaller sum ಅನ್ನ x ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, larger sum ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. स्मॉल सम x है तो लार्ज सम कितना होता है?
2000 plus x.
Yes, come on, tell me. This is x is the smaller sum. Then larger sum is 2000 more than the smaller sum. So x plus 2000. X plus 2000 is the smaller, larger sum. Then rate of interest is 4%. For the larger sum, rate of interest is 4%. And n is 2 years. Okay. Now I calculate the amount on smaller sum. Now I calculate amount on smaller sum and then amount on larger sum. Amount on smaller sum first I will calculate, then I calculate larger sum amount. You see here, A is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus N R divided by 100. This is the amount equation. This is the amount equation. This is the equation for the amount under simple interest. Simple interest problem. This is a simple interest. Remember this, not a compound interest. This is a simple interest equation. If you fill the value, smaller value, A is equal to amount on smaller sum is equal to amount on smaller sum is equal to P value is x. P is x. 1 plus N is 2, R is 6 divided by 100. Okay, first step. Second step, amount on smaller sum is equal to x into 1 plus 12 by 100. 12 by 100. 12 is the product. In the next stage, amount on smaller sum is equal to amount on smaller sum is equal to, you take LCM, 100 plus 12 divided by 100. Next stage, x plus x into 112 by 100. Okay. Next stage, x into 1.12. 112 divided by 100 means 1.12 x. This is the amount of smaller sum. This is the amount on smaller sum. Amount on smaller sum at the end of second year. At the end of second year. Now we calculate amount on the larger sum. Amount on the larger sum. Amount on larger sum is equal to, amount on larger sum is equal to P. Principal value is x plus 2000. You see this. This is the principal value. X plus 2000 is the principal value. Into 1 plus N is 2, R is 4, divided by 100. In the above equation, you fill the value. P is x plus 2000. Okay. In the next stage, amount on larger sum is equal to x plus 2000 into 8 by 100. 2 into 4, 8. 8 by 100. You take the LCM, 100 plus 8 divided by 100. Next step, x plus 2000 P value, 108 divided by 100. Next stage, x plus 2000 into 1.8. 1.08. Am I right? In the next stage, 1.08 into x and 1.08 into 2000. You multiply the terms in the first bracket. You multiply the terms in the first bracket by 1.08. So your answer is 1.08x. 1.08x plus 2160. First time you multiply. One time you multiply with this x, and second time you multiply by 1.8 into 2000. That is 2160. Okay. First, second. In the next stage, it is the last stage. It is the amount. It is the amount on larger sum. Amount on larger sum. Then what is your question? Your question is, the difference between the amount is 1840. The difference between the amount. The difference between the amount means the larger amount minus smaller amount. The larger amount minus smaller amount is equal to 1840. 1840. So difference between the amounts is equal to 1840. This is given in the problem. Okay, this is given in the problem. Clear? Then I will make this statement. I'll make this statement tally. I'll make this statement tally. Difference between the amount means you take the larger amount and deduct the smaller amount. Larger amount minus smaller amount is called as difference. Is called difference. So larger amount minus smaller amount is equal to 1840. If you simplify this statement, you will get the required answer. You will get the required answer. Okay. So you see the next stage. The difference between amount is 1840. This is repeated. Now you see here. Difference between the amount is equal to 1840. This is the statement. So you take the larger amount. Amount on larger sum minus amount on smaller sum is equal to 1840. Is equal to 1840. So larger amount is, therefore larger amount is 1.8x plus 2160. 2160. Minus smaller amount is 1.12x. 1.12x is equal to 1840. 1840. Clear? You take the next step. You remove the bracket. Therefore, 1.8x plus 2160 minus 1.12x is equal to 1840. Okay. Then 1.8x minus 1.12x. You will get minus. And in the next step, I'll take, therefore, 1.8x minus 1.12x plus 2160 is equal to 1840. Okay, I interchanged in the same side, not in the opposite side. You deduct it, then your answer is, it is minus, sorry. 1.8x minus 1.12x is equal to 0.04x. Okay. Plus 2160 is equal to 1840. 1840. Now what to do? You take this minus value to the right hand side. You take the minus value to right hand side, that will become plus. And 1840 is smaller value you take in the left hand side. Left hand side. So your next step is 2160 is equal to plus 0.04x. Okay. Detail I am telling you. Therefore, 2160 minus 1840 is equal to 0.04x. Interchange value. Therefore, 320 is equal to 0.04x. 320 is equal to 0.04x. Therefore, 320 divided by 0.04 is equal to x. Therefore, x is equal to 8000. X is equal to 8000. What is x? What do you considered x? X is the smaller sum. Okay, x is the smaller sum. So x is the smaller sum, therefore smaller sum is equal to 8000. Smaller sum is equal to 8000. And larger sum is equal to x plus 2000. As per your statement. As per your statement, larger sum is x plus 2000. Therefore, larger sum is equal to 8000 plus 2000. X plus 2000 is equal to 8000 plus 2000 is equal to 10,000. Larger sum is 10,000, smaller sum is 2,000. Okay, this is the solution. Clear? This is the solution. And only 4 minute time is there. I am unable to continue the next problem.